reacting again, of course, again, to Donut Media celebrities with surprising cars.
Famous people love honey.
They also love cars.
But which one of them has the best taste in cars? Well, the last time that Nolan and I were at a fancy Hollywood party, we asked some famous people that we know what they drove. And today, we're gonna rank them. I'm James, he's Nolan. Let's talk about some cars. Welcome to Donut.
Now, before we start, let's give a big thanks to today's sponsor, which is helps you there to help me. Tone.
I don't have a sponsor.
20% off.
First up,
I wish I had
everybody's
sponsors.
favorite Malcolm in the Middle. Talk about Frankie Muniz. If you don't know who Frankie Muniz is, he was the guy from Sharknado, Heart of Sharkness. More recently, Frankie announced that he's racing in the ARCA Menards NASCAR series.
There's like the Cup Series, there's Xfinity, then there's ARCA before that.
Frankie has owned some rich guy cars like a Maserati GT, a Porsche 356 Speedster, but the most famous car that he's probably ever owned was the worst car from the first Fast and the Furious, Jesse's 1995 Volkswagen Jetta. He paid $100,000 for it in 2002 and recently sold it at Barrett-Jackson.
It is kind of neat that he owned that, but because it's that car in particular, it's only kind of neat. Not like if he owned the
cool.
Supra,
Right, yeah.
You know,
If
or
he owned the
Charger.
Supra or any of the cars from that opening race,
Any of
those
the
would
cool
all
cars.
be
Those are all cool.
But for some reason, he went after the Mark III Jetta, and I like Mark IIIs.
You do?
I don't want to knock him for that, though.
No, that's not his fault.
Good way to start the list.
About 100,000?
Keeping up with Frankie on the track is
Nah, man.
hard, but keeping up with the next celeb on this list is pretty easy. She even has a show called that.
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Kardashians. I'm talking about Kendall Jenner. While her siblings skew more towards cars like Lamborghini Ursus and Rolls-Royce Conans, K-Gen has a more sophisticated palette, okay? Her garage, James, includes a C1 Corvette, a Porsche Carrera 4S, and a classic Eldorado convertible. But the car that's maybe the most surprising is her 1965 Chevrolet C10 pickup truck. That thing's cool. It's really easy for rich people to become into cars and just get expensive stuff that's cool naturally by being expensive, but to have things like an Eldorado convertible, a C10 that's like, I admire that. I think that's really cool.
I also want to point out that her Porsche is not like a new Porsche. She didn't just go to Porsche dealership and say, hey, what's the new hotness or whatever. It's a 993, which is one of the coolest gens.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Speaking of people who know Kendall Jenner, A$AP Rocky, he's a huge
A$AP.
Lamborghini fan. But apparently, he's also a huge Lamborghini fan. He's got a Gallardo, an Aventador, and a Huracan Performante. But when he's not driving those, he's rolling around in this immaculate Mercedes 190E.
Need for
Evo.
Speed.
He also appears in the latest Need for Speed game, Need for Speed Unbound, as a character that you race against. Inspired by the Mercedes Evo 2, it's got a genuine 2.3-liter Cosworth inline-4 under the bonnet.
That car looks so
a
sick.
5-speed manual transmission. It's got Recaros. It's got a freaking roll cage. It's got lightweight door cards.
What do you think, James, of A$AP Rocky's car collection?
His car collection is cool. Kendall's is like actual cars, though. The Evo is
Very cool.
cool, like so cool, like styled so cool. Having 3 Lamborghinis is cool. If I had 3 Lamborghinis, I would like walk to the garage and be like,
Yeah,
that's
McGinney.
cool. You know?
Yeah,
100%.
Lamborghini,
I love Lamborghinis. But
Yeah.
Kendall Jenner drives this Porsche like every day. Whoa, Nolan, that's a cool shirt.
Oh,
Where'd you get that?
thanks, James. I got it at donutmedia.com, part of our legacy collection. These are older designs that we've freshened up a little bit, put them back up for sale. You guys have been wanting this one in particular. I get DMs about this still.
For sure.
And it's back on sale. So go to donutmedia.com, buy the legacy collection. There's a lot more besides this one.
Yeah, I haven't had one of these for a while, so I'm glad that we're making them again so I can wear it. Donutmedia.com, get you one.
Besides rappers, James, another kind of famous person is a streamer. And you might know who this streamer is. His name is Ludwig. He had a month-long subathon last year and recently purchased his own dream car.
What is it? What is it?
It's a Japan-only Subaru that he imported from Japan. I'm, of course, referring to the one and only 1997 Subaru Sambar Classic K car.
The Subaru Sambar Classic K car.
That's right.
K car is a teeny tiny baby vehicle
I do love
exclusively
K cars,
sold in
but
Japan.
that one is
Engines
ugly
have
as
to be
fuck,
under
bro.
660 cubic centimeters, aka CCs. Subaru Sambar is a common work truck in Japan because streets are tight.
Yeah. Ludwig snapped this bad boy up for $550 bucks.
A Sambar for only 550, 100 bucks?
$5,500 plus another $1,800 to import it over from Japan, making it the
That's good
cheapest
price.
car on this list by a wide margin. He says the reason he got it was because one time he rented a lime green Porsche and drove around Hollywood, and he said that he felt like a piece of shit and it was too much of a flex. So he got this.
I would choose the Porsche. FYI. Is it cute? Yes. Adorable.
Endearing.
Endearing. Inspired. It's cool to not be cool.
Right. I'm gonna say under Frankie.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I would not want to
Hey,
daily a
Nolan,
K
if there's
car.
one thing I
Like many
can't
car must
stand,
do it,
it's
but
the frickin' rain on my window. Missy Misdemeanor Elliott has a pretty cool car collection. She's got an AMG GT.
I like those a lot.
She's got a Lexus
Wow.
LFA.
Okay.
But all of those are pedestrian, dare I say, compared to her more coveted cars. A Spiker C8 Spider.
She
You ever
sold
heard
that.
of her?
That's cool that she has one of those.
That's
That's
super cool that she has
she
one.
sold that
like,
to Ed Bolly and Vin
Yeah, it's a
Vicky.
deeper cut.
It's a deep
That's
cut,
cool.
dude.
I love that.
So the C8, if you don't know, is a really weird looking Dutch car with a 4.2 liter V8 that puts out around 400 horsepower. They only made 250 of them, which makes it one of the most.
So I went to Day One World of Cars in Utrecht, and they did show off the new Spykers, which I was like, cool, yeah, But yeah, just so you know.
Most rarest cars on the list. That goes without saying, it's Dutch. And, dude, she also owns an Enzo. A freaking Enzo.
Dude.
That's a car that you can't even just go buy.
Nope.
You gotta be like, hey, Ferrari, may I buy an Enzo?
Yeah.
And, dude, she used to have a Diablo, the coolest Lamborghini.
That's one of the coolest.
Definitely.
Probably. It got wrecked, though, by someone else.
How is Missy Elliott not more regularly in the conversation? You know
Probably
what I
because
mean?
she, like, doesn't want to be.
Really cool cars though.
Yeah, and so many bangers.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna say coolest collection so far.
Dude, for sure.
Oh yes. Just
Well, James,
taste.
Missy's not the only one to flip it and reverse it. Our next celeb on the list does just that, but on a skateboard.
Kickflip!
Yeah, we're talking about our friend pro skater Ishad Ware.
He's been in videos with
Yes,
us.
he has. This dude loves BMWs more than anything else.
Yeah, probably not more than skateboarding.
Not more than skateboarding. His first Beamer was a 1990 325i Coupe, which he whipped around for a bit before someone cut him off in traffic, resulting in a complete loss. Or so he thought.
Whoa, what a twist.
BMW actually reached out to Ishad after he posted about the wreck on Instagram, and together they formed a plan to replace the wrecked car, make the new one better than ever. They started with a 1991 318 IS.
The baby M3.
A shop called Castro Motorsports handled the build. They swapped out the 4-cylinder for a supercharged S52 inline 6 from the E36 M3. He also has a Chevy Love truck that he plans to turn into a drag car, and a 911 that he wants to turn into a safari Porsche. So pretty cool. Not the biggest collection on our list here, but as far as variety goes, I love it.
It's a pretty nice three-car solution. He's got a cool little coupe, he's got a truck, then he's got a cute little coupe that he's gonna turn into a truck. Sick.
I would say under
These are
ASAP
really
though.
cool, because this is cool to me because this is like our level of car.
Yeah.
Like, these are cars that we would buy and build, and that makes me feel like we're friends, which we are. It's not. I mean, dude,
It's not
you
cool to
can't-
see all that.
Now, we've already talked about our first Gen Ford Lightning before in a video, but it turns out that wasn't just a hit single. Lady Gaga. Oh. She's got a bunch of cool cars. Consistency, just like her music. Your Honor, I would like to submit to the court this piece of evidence. This is a 1970 Chevy El Camino.
Nice. That's cool.
Dude, that's really good looking.
It's nice looking. It's got a little V8, but you know what? That's probably a lot more reliable.
She also has a 69 Nova SS.
That's
speaking of, yeah.
Novas are
And that's a really great year. That's like muscle car. She's got a 67 Mustang. She's got an old Bronco.
She loves the classics.
Really good, really good.
She should have. If she had
James, all these celebrity cars so far have been
if she had a Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454, that one is my all-time favorite American muscle car. Then I would be like, yo, that's super cool. That deserves a good spot. I mean, she has classics, but whatever.
special or unique in some way. But we want to take this moment to recognize that sometimes celebrities are just normal people.
Yeah, we're just normal people.
Sometimes.
And that it's okay to drive a normal car sometimes.
Yeah, we drive normal cars sometimes.
So that's why we included on our list our next celebrity, Christian Bale. In his roles, Mr. Bale has driven amazing cars like the Murcielago he crashed in The Dark Knight, or the GT40 he drove in Ford v Ferrari when he was playing Ken Miles. Awesome. But when Christian isn't acting, he drives a truck near and dear to our hearts, a 2003 Toyota Tacoma.
He drives the same car as us?
That's awesome. That's stock truck. If you watched High Low, the Tacoma season, we compared our cars versus a stock Tacoma exactly like that.
Yeah.
And what's even crazier, James, this isn't even like a 4x4 version. It's not like the top trim. This is just a pre-runner TRD. So it's got the suspension from the 4x4 TRD version, but it's just two-wheel drive. And better than that, it's pre-owned, and you know that it's got that old Toyota smell.
I mean, this is like, he's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cool truck, and it's cool that he has it.
Yeah.
Right? But
It's not the coolest.
right, it's not the coolest if we're being honest. But it makes him cool.
I would put him
Before we get
above
into our
Ludwig,
final
bro.
car, I just want to acknowledge, but there's a ton of celebrities that have cool cars.
Yeah.
And we've talked about a lot of them before. Surprise, guys, rich people have cool stuff. We haven't talked about this next guy. I'm talking about a podcaster. Nolan.
podcaster.
But one that could eat every other podcaster for lunch. UFC announcer Joe Rogan, dude.
Oh.
Starting with a
Wow.
Mark IV Supra that he drove when he was an up-and-coming stand-up in New Jersey. He also owns a 1971 Ford Bronco with a 5-liter Coyote swap. That's sick. It's built by Icon. But maybe his most impressive ride is one of the 25 Gunther Works remastered 911s. Every nut and bolt of this 993 911 was completely and tastefully redone. The 4-liter flat 6 was upgraded with billet parts and ITBs, individual throttle bodies, and it's got the stock transmission, but with custom gearing.
Oh, that's good. I've never been more nerve-wracked and scared to drive a car before, and it's amazing.
So these are nice, but are they as nice as the other ones? Thank you guys so much for watching this video and everything else on Donut Media. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Again, check out donutmedia.com. We just released a bunch of our old
Yeah, man. Thank you for watching. If you're wondering why my eyes, I don't know, bro. I always have trouble with my eyes. But yeah, man. Thank you for watching. I just want to say it's too bad that Jake Paul didn't get knocked out, but at least he lost. Yeah. Peace.